next contest is scheduled for one fall and starts right now. Introducing first, flying private jet from Miami, Florida, weighing at 202 pounds, the Billionaire Playboy, Charles Mason! And his opponent from Ogden, March, weighing 170 pounds, the ace player, Jason Gore!
Well, welcome back to PPW High Voltage. Jason Gore on the way to the ring and making his PPW debut. Charles Mason already in it.
And what in the name of God is this, Phil Bravado? Chills, you can feel the chills in this arena as this man came out. What is his deal? I am getting bad feelings from this.
You know, I visited his merch table. That was a mistake. I left there a little bit more confused than when I got there. I left there a little bit more intimidated than when I got there. This man's fast. He's crazy. And Paul Bo's kicking Freddie Akers right out of here.
Freddie Akers tried to slip into another match here on commentary. Paul Bo gave him the boot.
Jason Gore, very well decorated athlete. Gonna give up some size to Charles Mason. We know all about Charles Mason. We're gonna have to find out what Jason Gore does here in a PPW ring.
Look at the blank stare from Jason Gore. He is all business right now.
Well, I don't know where Jason Gore was throughout the night. I did not see him. He was in some dark region of the building.
This is not the kind of guy you want wandering around in the shadows of a school.
Well, it's funny because when he was back in the backstage, he was headed out to the ring. People just kind of split away from him, not wanting to connect eyes, not wanting to accidentally brush up against him.
Maybe he's just misunderstood, Bravado. I mean,
Well,
if he's
I would
going to
say
come
that.
out and clean the ring with Charles Mason, then I'm a fan.
Mason, he looks like he saw a ghost.
Well, what would you describe this as?
I think it's more of a ghoul than a ghost.
Right to the side headlock, Gore wrenching it in. Mason down on one knee, excuse me. Sends him for the ride. Drop down by Mason. Mason ducks out of dodge.
Well, Charles Mason's going to play some head games with Jason Gore. Gore can come out here and dress however he wants, but Charles Mason still has the intellect. Still wants to have that mental advantage. Action very fast here. Mason catches him. Gore with the reversal.
Say, so far, evenly matched opponents here. Gore coming out on the upper hand on that exchange. Oh, yeah, there's no biting.
Oh, when all else fails, you just bite the guy's finger off.
This is like 90s heavyweight boxing here.
Look, Gore walking that rope.
What balance.
Beautiful head scissor takeover by Gore. Mason again.
Mason wants nothing to do with what's in the ring right now.
Would
Jason
you?
Gore. Tell you what, I like this guy, Phil Bravado.
Charles Mason ducking, quite literally.
Unorthodox style, very effective though. Biting him again, look at that. Mason rolling back into the ring. Gore, big shoulder, coming in, twisting his way down. Mason holds on.
Mason trying to lose his balance. A double stomp right to the solar plexus by Charles Mason.
Mason said nobody puts their teeth on him.
Mason scooping him up. Big slam. Big suplex by Mason. Floats over, shoulders down, and a kick out again at 2.
An intelligent move from Charles Mason, just seeing how it ends. Cover him in the middle of the ring and see what happens. Crazy things have happened, especially in a PPW ring.
Phil, with such an odd style that Gore possesses, that unorthodox style, what would your strategy be going into something like this?
If I'm Charles Mason, I'm doing exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get under the skin of Gore. He's trying to play the head games. He has to use his size, quite honestly. Charles Mason needs that little aggressive streak that we've seen him. And as you see, Charles Mason not shaven. I talked to him earlier tonight, said he's going through a little bit of a rough patch right now, losing the last 2 matches, one to a kid, and then the other one to the #1 contender. Mason's not in a good place right now. You're looking at 2 people that are absolutely out of their own minds.
Well, sometimes you have to change things up a little bit before you can go forward. History waits for no one, as they say. Mason going with a little bit of beard. You see that a lot of times in the NHL and hockey season. They grow playoff beards. EJ, I don't know what your excuse is, but anyway, Mason going to go take a little bit of that style. Turkey hunting, big whip to the ropes. Hard Gore. Here comes Mason charging in, up and over. Ducks wildly, misses wildly, and there, Mason with that innovative offense springboards him right off that rope, and here's the springboard now. Double drop kick back to the shoulder blade. Knocks Gore across the ring, shoulders down, a handful of rope by Charles Mason.
Tell you what, Charles Mason is really looking to pick up a victory here. He hasn't been, his win-loss record here at PPW hasn't been the best over the past few months, but he's looking to redeem himself here. Very impressive athlete, if I say so myself, and that's what we're seeing here, especially when he dials it up to 10 in a match like this.
Earlier you asked me what Charles Mason's strategy should be. It should be what he just did off the top rope. Look at the full bend in the legs coming right in to Jason Gore on the replay there. And
my strategy against Gore will be an exorcism.
You might like that.
Jawjacker from Gore there.
Gore being resourceful there.
Backed into the corner, catches Gore. Big slap across the chest. Mason keeping the pressure up on Gore here. All the way on the top rope, looking to set up for a superplex. Gore's gonna block it, hold on to that top turnbuckle.
Oh, we say it all the time, the momentum will change from that top rope, and Jason Gore perched.
Oh man, running knee by Mason. Oh man, how about some chin music right there? Both men dueling pianos. They only have that down in Orlando at City Walk Boulevard. We have it here tonight at Honesdale. Gore and Mason both give each other some free dental exams. Here comes Charles Mason, nobody home. Gore, running knee, sends him for the ride. There goes Mason, hard to the corner. Oh, Gore again with that lariat. Gore's a small guy, but I'll tell you what, he packs a big wallop. Look at that step up insecurity by Gore. Gore now coming into his own. Oh man, planted him like a palm tree in the Sunshine State. Floats over, side press, hooks the leg, and a kick out of 2.
And referee slapping his hand down 3 times, however, noticing the shoulder of Charles Mason slipping up just in time.
I'll tell you what, Gore really making an impact here at PPW. No pun intended, as we are fresh off our Impact debut at Holy Family. Look at this, Gore up missed. Wow, Mason kicked him right behind the shoulder blade. Gore swings that foot, hits him right in the side of the head. Look at this. Oh, man, death to all.
Oh, in the middle of the ring, too. Charles Mason.
Man. What?
The shoulder was up before the hand hit.
Absolutely great call.
Mason looking over at commentator Rowe, almost to ask us, how is this still going on?
Now we saw the shoulder come up. We have that view, even with the mat.
It's going to take a lot more than that to take out Jason Gore here. Gore coming in with some acclaim here to PPW. A lot of fans saying that he was the one they were looking forward to seeing the most here tonight.
Again with the biting.
Gore's a savage. And a knee, another knee. Martial arts style kick right across the face, paintbrushing him, slammed him down into the two knees, shoulders down, east-west cover. Oh man, he almost put Mason away.
What a strategy by Jason Gore. You think he's just kicking him randomly? He's not. He's not. He knows where his legs are hitting Charles Mason from every which way.
Went for the double foot stomp, no one home, no water in the pool. Mason with the discus. Look at this, winds him up. Gore. Oh man, right with his head to the mat. That should be it.
Oh, and Charles Mason grabbing the rope for extra leverage. Go up to Paul Bush.
Winner, the Billionaire Playboy, Charles Mason.
Well, Charles Mason picking up an impressive victory over Jason Gore, the debuting Jason Gore. Paul, what are your thoughts?
Well, Phil, he had a handful of purple rope. The referee did not see it. He was blocked. Jason Gore, a very, very impressive debut. Gave Charles Mason all he could handle here tonight on PPW High Voltage. Charles Mason has his sights set in 2020 to regain some more PPW gold. How can you put your foot on hands on the ropes like that? Terrible.
I'll tell you what. This one may have ended. Oh, come on.
You slob.
I took my weekly shower already. I'm all wet. I'll tell you what, I'm all wet, but coming up next, we have Deshaun Pratt versus Facade with Danny Moe at his side.
Should be one for the PPW archives there. Gonna be a great one there. Gore, look at that. He just spit right into the face of a fan at ringside. Charles Mason, he doesn't care.
He wasn't cool, Paul. Oh, wait, wrong guy.
You know what? That's how these billionaires are. They don't care about us common folk. Let them go back to the locker room.